It's a story you'll only see on NBC26. Teresa Halbach's murder is at the center of a worldwide phenomena, Making a Murderer, a Netflix series that's prime binge-watching material from millions across the world. Deep in hundreds of hours of never-before-seen video we've stored for over a decade is the story of a 25-year-old photographer with dreams to fulfill.
I love knowing that I have nothing to complain about. I love knowing that my family is healthy, that I have a lot of friends.
It's the home video Teresa Halbach made, never thinking it would one day be shown in a courtroom during the trial of her murderer.
I love my sisters and my whole family, of course.
Talking about her family, those she loved, her dreams, and her biggest regret of her life was ever cut short.
The only thing that could happen now is that I wish I could have become a mother. That's the one thing I've always known that I want.
Teresa Halbach's dream of becoming a mother was taken away on October 31st, 2005. Known as a talented photographer, volleyball coach, sister, and daughter, nearly everyone who knew her described her as a wonderful person, loving and involved in her community.
She was always laughing, smiling, just cheering you on, telling you to do your best.
But she's also the woman many feel was left out of the Netflix series, overshadowed by her killers.
You really don't get a sense of the tremendous loss that occurred within that family. It was very one-sided.
Former NBC26 reporter Diana Alvear covered the case from beginning to end, even interviewing Halbach's parents when she was still considered a missing person.
The reality is that she was a wonderful person. I mean, she lived 25 very full years of love and service and coaching her sister's volleyball team and being involved in her church, and she was a really good person.
After hearing about the documentary, Alvear wrote a blog titled "Her Name Was Teresa Halbach: What Netflix Missed with Making a Murderer."
I just kept saying, what about Teresa? What about Teresa? And finally I said, well, if nobody's going to speak for her publicly, I will. Because one thing that was always really important to me when I was covering a terrible case like this was never losing sight of the fact that this was a human being.
Alvear said she had to make people aware that Halbach is what's missing. She says this series doesn't do her justice.
At the heart of every story are people, are real human beings, and you owe it to them to present the story in a way that represents them with dignity.
During a service for Teresa after her death, Marie Santiago shared this story with NBC26.
I talked to Teresa because my husband and I are in the middle of an adoption, and asked her, we wanted to do a party. So I asked Teresa about her photography and doing it for us, and she grabbed my arm and just said, Marie, I could do that, and I wouldn't charge you anything for it. It would be a gift.
Now this is how Marie describes Teresa.
Teresa was very innovative and vibrant, youthful, had a lot of great ideas and just took charge.
Those who knew her want people who watch Making a Murderer to know why Teresa was a treasure.
Will I die before I'm 31? Or if I die tomorrow? I don't think I will. I think I have a lot more to do. I just want to know, whenever I do die, I just want people I love to know that whenever I die, that I was happy. That I'm happy with what I did with my life.
Now, for all of our coverage surrounding the Teresa Halbach murder, past and present, head to NBC26.com. Click on Sections and under the News tab for the Avery Uncut section. There you'll see the latest information, plus the Avery archive for original coverage as it aired.